From dominance to disruption, this video compares two thrilling 100-meter races and reveals how the balance of power in Jamaican sprinting is beginning to shift.
After Golden, see how she delivers here. Fourth in this race last year.
The outside in day 6 from sprint 10, Mona Burchell.
11.15 to get to this final, representing for Sprint Tech in this final.
Janelle Smith, what a run it was to get her to this final, 11.23.
Every time Janelle Smith, when Marion steps on the track, she goes faster. 11.30 to get through the heats, 11.23 in the semis. What does she deliver in the final?
And you talk about having brilliant starts. This young lady, she has a brilliant start, Kemba Nelson.
Also getting her first sub-11 this year. Kemba Nelson has done 10.97. She ran 10.98 in her semi. A stellar lineup, fantastic running. Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce is already on the team for the 100 meters to the World Championship, despite what happened in the semis.
On your mark.
The top 3 here will join Shelly Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Conditions are right, and we have seen some great running so far in the 100 meter
On your mark.
This now to bring the curtain down. The show for day 2 of these championships.
The athletes seem to have not heard.
That means maybe the speaker is not working. Right? Let's see. This is not the time for the speakers to stop working, though.
So the second in command for the starters, Mr. Gregory Hamilton. Heard him twice giving the command on your marks. And there's some checks being done now with the system.
None of the athletes moved, which means we heard it better than they did.
Maybe we're the only ones who are getting on the marks.
Well, there's supposed to be a race between Bruce and myself.
I don't think that's the call for it. The athletes will keep themselves warm and active as the anticipation builds for this women's 100-meter final. 10.8, 9.85.
And if you're a viewer and you're nervous, it's okay.
It is, because Bruce is not a viewer and he's nervous.
I think I qualify as a viewer. I'm viewing the race. Jody, I'm viewing the race.
So it seems as if they've sorted out the issues. The green card being shown to the field, so we will do this for the 3rd time. The final of the women's 100 meters. Natalia White in 1, Natasha Morrison in 2, Shericka Jackson in 3, Elaine Thompson-Herah in 4, Briana Williams in 5, Ramona Burchell in 6, Janelle Smith in 7, and Kemba Nelson in lane 8. They haven't been sent to their blocks just yet.
The starter is testing the sound that the gun makes, and it's not a very convincing sound. When the system is at its best, we hear the shot loud and clear. So it's a combination of the instructions, meaning the on your mark and set instructions, but also, very importantly, the report of the gun. That sound. We've known on a couple of occasions this weekend, we've heard what I call the pool, the swimming sound, the swim start sound. All right, we're going to try from the start. And then the athletes only go based on the gun.
And then you lose the reaction time.
All right, so
Hey, move the man.
let's see what will happen now for the 5th time, the women's 100-meter finals. Natalia White, Natasha Morrison, Shericka Jackson, Elaine Thompson-Herah, Briana Williams, Ramona Burchell, Janelle Smith, and Kemba Nelson. The set position now once again.
Set.
Set. Underway final time, and now Briana Williams got a great start. Shericka Jackson is running superbly as well. Elaine Thompson-Herah will have to come from behind.
So I was going to say 2 from Wolmer's, 2
from Edwin Allen.
Edwin Allen.
Vertec,
Yeah.
Heidel.
And
No, 2 from Heidel, Ashanti Moore and
Yeah.
Alana Reed.
so it's 2 from Wolmer's, 2 from Edwin Allen, 2 from Heidel, and the other 2.
I think Jodine is from St. Mary High.
Yes, St. Mary.
And Shericka.
Yeah.
Very
Very
tech.
technical.
Right, there you go.
But only Neville Bell would put us under that. You know, when we're thinking of the athlete's current status, I have to go back to high school days.
People like to hear that, though.
No, great point, great point. Shericka is Donald's favorite, and I have to tell you, she is the defending champion. She's also the defending
200.
silver medalist from the last World Championships.
In Budapest, yeah.
But she's a 200 national champion, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yes, she
I mean,
is.
world champion.
World champion, twice world champion
Yeah.
at 200 meters. So, yeah, a lot. This is talent. This is quality. I mean, you could argue that other ladies could have made it, but nobody was given a blight to get into this final.
They're almost ready. The grandstand I think, will welcome every single one of these athletes, give them a nice round of applause. See, everyone, they've started to stand up. Folks, if you sit, you will see the race. And that's Shelley's crew in the white tops there. And I guess she 4:27 in lane 1, Ashanti Moore from Sprintec.
Formerly of Heidel Tech left to Neville Bell, 11:08, her fastest this year.
Jodine Williams from Sprintec in 2.
11:01 at her best. Very fast coming into this final as 200 meters final appearances at the NACAC level.
Guess who is in lane 3? Listen to this, folks. This is Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, Nike.
10.61. 10.61 at her best. The greatest of all time. She knows how to deliver every single time. Focused. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Listen to that, folks. This is Tina Clayton, MVP.
Tina Clayton, 10.86 seconds personal best. MVP track club, was in the Olympics in Paris last year, finished 7th in that race. A world under 24x1 gold medalist 2 times.
I wonder what she said to her sister when they were walking over. This is Tina in lane 5, MVP.
Twice the under 20 champion. Her personal best was 10.95 today. It is now 10.93. She is at her very best.
This is Shericka Jackson, MVP, lane 6.
Shericka Jackson, 10.65 seconds at her best, the defending champion in this race. 2 times a world championship, 200 meters gold medalist. She's very quick. She has run her first sub-11 time this season, comes in at 10.94. My favorite to win.
What might Alana Reid be thinking here from Nike in lane 7?
Probably most famous for winning the World Juniors last year, also being the first Jamaican to go sub-11 at Champs. She is still our reigning national junior record holder, 10.92.
Janelle Smith, MVP, lane 8.
What better time to get your personal best than in the semi-finals, 11:03. She'll be hoping to go sub-11 in this race. Janelle Smith, the Wolmerian, has won medals at the Global Championships as well.
Ashanti Moore in lane 1, Jodine Williams in lane 2, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in lane 3, Tia Clayton in lane 4, Tina Clayton in lane 5, Shericka Jackson in lane 6, Alana Reid in lane 7, and Janelle Smith in lane 8. The stadium will go very quiet for the start of this race.
Quite a sumptuous final awaits the senior women's 100 meters. The defending champion Shericka Jackson lines up in this one in lane 6. Tia Clayton, who was second last year, she'll be going from lane 4. Fraser-Pryce, third last year. She runs from lane 3. Fraser-Pryce, her final run at the National Senior Championships. Her first title came all the way back in 2008. She heads to her blocks. Multiple Olympic and world champion. Will we see a changing of the guards this evening? Tina and Tia. Tia in 4, Tina in 5. Set position. Bang out quickly. Fraser-Pryce is out well. So too Tina Clayton. Tia Clayton comes forward. So too does Shericka Jackson. Tia pulls up. Tina still there. Tina Clayton, Shericka Jackson, and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. comes through for third and makes the World Championship team. Tina Clayton gets the win this evening as her sister Tia went down. And indeed, what a final we had here this evening. We await the final.
Tina Clayton has run back to her sister Tia,
yes,
who was unable to finish.
And we saw Tia
10:81 and two personal bests.
The women's 100 meters in Jamaica has long been the gold standard of global sprinting, and a comparison between Shericka Jackson's commanding victory over a world-class field and Tina Clayton's breakout triumph over established legends perfectly captures the depth, evolution, and internal rivalry within Jamaican sprinting. These two races, though both staged at the national level, represent different moments in the shifting hierarchy of one of the most competitive sprint systems in the world. Shericka Jackson's rise to dominance has been one of the most compelling transformations in modern athletics. Originally a 400-meter specialist, she successfully transitioned into the 100-meter and 200-meter, combining endurance-based strength with explosive sprint mechanics. By the time she lined up against Elaine Thompson-Herah, Kemba Nelson and Briana Williams, Jackson was no longer an emerging talent. She was a proven champion. Her performance in that final reflected experience, composure, and elite race management. While Briana Williams produced a sharp start and Kemba Nelson applied pressure in the latter stages, Jackson remained controlled throughout, executing her phases with precision. Her winning time of 10.98 seconds was not just about speed, but about authority, securing qualification and reinforcing her position as a global medal favorite. In contrast, Tina Clayton's victory marked a seismic shift in momentum. Unlike Jackson, who entered her race as the established leader, Clayton stepped onto the track as a rising star, facing some of the greatest names in the sport. The field included not only Jackson, but also Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and emerging talents like Alana Reid and Tia Clayton. The expectations were different, the pressure unique. Yet Clayton delivered a fearless performance, clocking 10.81 seconds, a personal best and one of the fastest times in the world that season. What separates these two races most clearly is the narrative of control versus disruption. Jackson's win was a demonstration of stability at the top. Her race unfolded exactly as expected for an athlete of her caliber. Measured acceleration, smooth transition, and a powerful finish. Clayton's victory, however, disrupted the established order. It was not just a fast time, it was a statement that the next generation is no longer waiting. Her aggressive drive phase and ability to maintain velocity under pressure signaled a new level of confidence among younger Jamaican sprinters. Technically, both races showcased elite sprinting, but with subtle differences. Jackson's strength lies in her efficiency, minimal wasted motion, exceptional stride mechanics, and the ability to maintain relaxation at top speed. Clayton, on the other hand, brought a more explosive and aggressive approach, maximizing her start and carrying that momentum through the race. While slightly less refined in comparison, her raw speed and fearless execution gave her the edge on that day. Another key contrast lies in experience and psychological approach. Jackson raced with the mindset of a champion who understands how to win under pressure. Her focus was on execution and qualification, ensuring she remained in peak condition for global competitions. Clayton, meanwhile, raced with nothing to lose and everything to gain. That freedom often produces extraordinary performances, and in this case, it allowed her to outperform more decorated rivals. These two races also highlight the extraordinary depth of Jamaican women's sprinting. It is a system where Olympic champions, world champions, and rising teenagers compete on the same stage, pushing each other to higher levels. The presence of athletes like Elaine Thompson-Herah and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in these finals adds historical weight, while the emergence of Clayton signals the future. Ultimately, the comparison between Shericka Jackson's victory and Tina Clayton's breakthrough illustrates a pivotal moment in sprinting. One race confirms the dominance of an established superstar. The other announces the arrival of a new contender ready to challenge that dominance. Together, they represent the ongoing evolution of Jamaican sprinting. a cycle of excellence where every generation raises the bar for the next.